Welcome, welcome, welcome. As a yoga teacher, you need to do this one thing at the end of every yoga retreat to set you up for success in future. I know there are a lot of yoga teachers, probably 90% out there, who are not doing this one simple, maybe not quite simple, but one practice that is going to really ensure future retreat success. Welcome. My name is Nina Sachs. I am a yoga teacher trainer. I have been teaching since 2003. I have hosted many yoga retreats. I have done all the wrong things. I have done some of the right things as well. And I'm going to share with you today the one practice that you need to be doing at the end of every single yoga retreat to ensure success for your future yoga retreats. And that is getting testimonials. Yes. Now, why is this important? How are you going to be doing it? Let's get into that. Well, first of all, why it's important is that when you are at a yoga retreat and why you want to do it kind of like on the last day is because everybody's energy is still high. People will often say, yes, I'll get you a testimonial when I get back or whatnot. And then the energy is shifted and changed and they forget because life happens and these things happen. And so, yes, this is kind of like what you want to do. You want to get testimonials. The reason why you want to do it is because everyone's energy is high there. You're going to be high. Everyone is still going to be in that lovely retreat vibe, and they're going to give you honest feedback. Kind of like, and that is what you're wanting. You're wanting that emotional connection for the future participants to understand like what the space is like. So how are you going to do this? Very, very simple. For my non-tech savvy yoga teacher friends out there, you do not need to have like fancy camera equipment, fancy mic equipment, anything like that. You just need to literally grab your smartphone like I'm doing right now. You're going to go to your camera setting. You're going to literally pop a video on there. You're going to do it's that way so that you can be with the person and you're literally going to be sharing with them and you're going to say like in 30 seconds, okay, what is it that you loved about this retreat, Nicolette? And she can go. And then you say, thank you very much. And then you grab the next person and you're like, okay, would you come to this retreat next year? The next time is out. Why? For someone who hasn't come to the retreat, what would you tell them? What are they missing out on? Why did you love it? What was the most beneficial of this, for you? What was the most transformational for you? What did you learn about yourself? And you can literally grab a person at the end of kind of like the retreat, after like lunch, if you're doing a lunchtime retreat, just go somewhere quiet so you don't have like all the people, saying bye and all the background noise happening. You just grab the person to the side. You grab your smartphone and you just say, do you mind giving me a video or a testimonial? You obviously have to ask permission from the person, like that goes without question. And if they're saying yes, they're like, okay, cool. I'm just going to ask you a question and answer as honestly as you can, as how you're feeling right now. And so it's like, okay, like how do you feel now after this retreat? Boom, that's one testimonial. Thank you very much. Next person, grab the next person to say, again, I would love to just grab a testimonial, your thoughts on this retreat. Do you mind? Video out, you and the person there. So when you have that, you've got you and you've got kind of like the person who's come there, and then they're not in the camera. It's like you listening to them, the two of you. It's a conversation. When you're then using those testimonials in the future, again, it has that community vibe. So again, I know at the end of retreat, there's a lot of busyness and happening, but you need to structure yourself so that you can give yourself like half an hour to draw people to a quiet spot to do little testimonials for you. It is going to stand you in good stead in the future. Now, they don't need to be perfect. The first time you do a retreat, the first time you grab the testimonials, they're going to be at funny angles. You're going to have your hand over the mic or whatnot. But it's all just practice. It's all okay. Because the next time you do it, you're going to get a little better and a little better and a little better. It's like riding a bike. It's like doing Adho Mukha Svanasana for the first time. It did not look great. I promise you. It did not feel great either. But the more you did it, the more you got in the habit of doing it, the easier it became. And then it just becomes second nature. And now you're going into Adho Mukha Svanasana easily. You're downward facing dog so easily. So that is how you're doing it. If this is helpful so far, please do give this video a thumbs up. It just helps other people and other yoga teachers and trainers like you find videos like this. And it means the world to me. But I have another bonus tip for you. And this is one thing that I am going to suggest you do. Again, it's going to take a little bit of effort. Now, I didn't say that this habit, this practice was going to be simple, or it is a simple practice. It wasn't going to be easy. It needs a little bit of effort. It needs a little bit of planning, and it just needs you to step out of your uncomfort zone or your comfort zone into that uncomfortable space. But the final tip that I want you to do now, when you've got all these videos on your phone, is upload them to social media already. And you can schedule them out. So if you have like a YouTube channel like this, you just upload them as soon as you can. If you can do it at the retreat already, great. And you can just schedule them for kind of like, one a week thereafter or every day, whatever your posting schedule is. Or as soon as you get home, as soon as you've unpacked all your yoga gear, you go to your laptop or your phone and you upload them, so that you actually have them and that you actually start using them and that they're scheduled out to go. Why is this important? Well, one, those who've been on retreat, when they see that, they're going to be like, oh, it was such a great one. I'm going to definitely book myself in for the next one. It's just such a nice reminder. And when they're there, when you then have the next retreat that's coming, is they've already been posted, they've already been scheduled. You just take the link and they can then use it in your newsletters, in your social media flyers. This is what Nicolette said after the retreat last year. This is what Sue said afterwards. This is what Piera said after the retreat. And you have all of these testimonials that are already done, that have already been connected or already out there, and you're just sharing the links. And you don't actually have to think of doing all that work and try and find those where you'd had them, where you put them, where you'd stored them, and maybe your disk got corrupt or maybe your phone got stolen, but they're already out there on social media. So that is my tip with regards to what to do at the end of a yoga retreat. Grab your phone. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Grab your camera and do video testimonials with those people who are comfortable enough to do it. And you're not saying it, we don't need to have our hair and makeup done. We just want real, honest truths of the retreat. Like, what worked for you? What did you enjoy? What was the biggest benefit? Like, what did you learn about yourself? What would you say to someone who missed this retreat? Would you come back again? Why would you come back again? There's so many questions you can ask. How did you find the food, the workshops? And get different aspects of the retreat. Don't just ask the same question over and over. 800 members in there. So it is great. It is free. It is not a private group. You can come and you can go as you please. And just happy to spread the word of yoga to all of you who want to make a bigger impact in the world with your yoga teaching. Have a beautiful day from my heart to yours. Namaste.